Hello and welcome to We the People. You would think that a country like India has many serious pressing issues, challenges and priorities than to worry about a really popular sold-out comedy show in Mumbai. And yet for the last week we have seen a young group of talented and successful stand-up comics, the AIB, hounded and harassed not just by the Maharashtra government but also by their critics who think that their admittedly rather raunchy show was obscene and crossed a line of decency. On We the People today, we ask why our politicians are so worried about this? Why are governments and police officers worried about this than about sexual violence against women that continues to grab the headlines? On this program today, we also ask a deeper question that goes beyond AIB. Is the joke on us? Are we unable to have the capacity, the generosity to laugh at ourselves? But there is another side to the debate as well. And that says that some jokes are not funny. For example, when jokes are about women or about a particular religion or about a particular race, is that a kind of bigotry dressed up as humor? So several questions arising out of this entire controversy. I'd like to start with Shaina NC, who is of course a BJP leader from Maharashtra. Are you serious? Is this what the Maharashtra government needs to be worrying about? Not farmer suicide, not crimes against women, but somebody who made a joke or two, even if you didn't find it funny.
Barkha, let me say the Maharashtra government is not on some witch hunt. We believe that humor is the essence of life.
Why is this an issue for you at all?
But filth is not. You have to understand there were certain Christian groups that came to the government and brought it to our notice, saying that it was not just vulgarity, but it was filth. It hurt religious sentiments. If we had not acted, you would be discussing the same. Why is the government not proactive?
Hang on. I know you've already got questions, but let us speak
Why
first.
is the government not proactive? The government hasn't come up with any opinion. All the government has said is if they had the legitimate claims, if it crossed the line of vulgarity. On one hand, we talk about, sensitivity towards women, and there you're using the F, B, S, C, all words, which I cannot even take, and neither can you. And then we have to pretend
I'm also bound by broadcasting laws.
And then we have to pretend...
Otherwise, I'd have a thing or two to say about those words.
And then we have to pretend that this is freedom of speech. The government, if at all, has not at all been partisan. When there is a group that comes up to the government and says, see, we think that this is not just filth, it's vulgarity, it's indecent, the government will take a stand whether the permissions
But you know what? I think
question.
advertisers who sell kitchenware using women as their models are more vulgar than any joke can be. I don't see any of you getting exercised about that.
You have this uploaded on YouTube. Impressionable minds, all of which are wondering, this is one part of India.
Hold your horses.
This is one part of India. I belong to this part of India. I'm not saying that the government needs to have an opinion. But when you're using absolute filth under the garb of being humorous, I'm sure there are lots of sentiments that are...
I agree with you that there is a certain complexity to deciding whether some things are just not funny. I'm less convinced that the government has any space in that argument. But before I get... and we've got some of the best and the funniest people on our program today. But, Shaina, there's also a generational shift in popular culture happening here that oldies like us are out of sync with. We're doing the whole... And I've also been expressing these feminist concerns about language and jokes against women. But I just want to put to the audience here, how many of you have seen the AIB roast? Raise your hands. How many of you? You've all seen it.
Because it's their Bollywood
One
style.
second.
As long as it was not taken off, I was sharing it with all my friends possible.
And how many of you liked it? Okay, hang on. Is there somebody here who found parts of it offensive? Anybody here who found it offensive? Keep your hands up. Okay, so there are people who found it offensive, but I'm pretty sure that they'll say it's none of the government's business.
But nobody is playing moral police. One second, but nobody is playing moral police. If you have groups and groups in a democracy that come to the government and say, why aren't you taking cognizance of it? Isn't it the duty of the government to at least
Okay, let's move it along. Radhika Vaz is somebody who, this is your business. You are in the business of humor. Is there a no-go zone for you?
No.
Is there an area that you would not touch? For example, I was among those who wasn't particularly happy with Yo-Yo Honey Singh being cavalier about rape. I'm giving you an example, right? I'm a free speech supporter otherwise, but I was disturbed by that. Is there such an area that you would not be flip about?
I just think that if I'm going to, if I want to be able to stand on a stage and talk to all these people and say whatever I want, then I can't pick and I can't cherry pick and choose that, oh, Yo-Yo Honey Singh doesn't go and get the same right. As long as Yo-Yo Honey Singh does not lift a finger and put his hand on a woman, he's just singing. And you know what? If you don't like Yo-Yo Honey Singh, turn off the radio and don't let me catch you twerking in a club. Don't let me catch you shaking it in a club.
Is it that simple? Is it that simple? I gave Shaina a hard time, but let me argue it in reverse. The argument in reverse is, someone who can make a joke about rape doesn't think sexual violence is serious business.
I don't believe that though. I think that a comedian's job, see, we have a job. That's, I think, what's flying past a lot of people is we have a job to do, and it's a nice job and we like doing it. Many of you like doing it too, I'm sure. I mean, think it's a nice job, but it's not for everybody. Part of our job is to take things that are heavy and difficult and painful for people and make it light. That's our job. And we need to be allowed to do that job.
Okay.
But religion is not heavy.
Once again, brother Joseph,
Joseph,
you were among. Let me explain your context here. You are among the Christian groups that Shaina is talking about, the Christian leaders who found, and you've quoted in your letter specific examples. One of the things you found offensive was a joke about little boys being molested by priests. I ask you, what is offensive about this when the Pope has intervened to stop the molestation of young boys in the church? In this case, did they really say something that's untrue?
Well, it's not for us to decide whether it's untrue or not. I mean, even if these things happen, but to stereotype a whole class of the clergy, and it's not just the priests or molestation of altar boys, it's the trivial manner in which the church, the faith, religion, they talk about Mother Mary and her being a virgin, somebody else giving birth to a child, somebody resurrecting things. I mean, how can we even be so casual about faith?
Are you saying that there can never be a joke that involves religion?
Most certainly.
But
because if
Sardars make the best jokes about themselves. I'm saying this is a Punjabi.
The jokes.
Okay, let's hear him. Hang on, girls, let's hear him. Yeah.
The jokes are about the Sardar, not about his faith, not about Sikhism.
Okay.
I think that's a fundamental difference.
When you talk
and Shaina,
about,
do you agree with Brother Joseph?
To a certain extent, yes, because if you've seen the transcripts, a lot of it is about the faith itself, about Christianity.
Jokes.
But they're jokes, says Radhika.
But
Okay,
you're bound to have double
so
sentiment.
let's go to the audience and ask them whether they would.
I want to hear from all of you
Sure.
just once. Hang on. Sureshman, is there any area? I want to ask all the people who are in the business of humor, is there something you would not joke about? But this is at the heart of this debate. You know, I, for example, remain uncomfortable while supporting AIB with jokes about sexual violence. So everybody has their own areas of discomfort.
See, once I asked a guy, you know, where are you going? So he told me that rape karne ja raha hu. I got shocked, but turned out to be
funny.
No, it turned out to be a
That's
Gujarati
not
guy.
funny.
It turned out to be a Gujarati guy. He said, "मैं gift rape करने जा रहा हूँ."
But while that's a funny play on pronunciation,
right? That much
did you think it was funny?
I did not find it.
Did you?
No, it was not. No, not really.
See, all
That's
the
okay,
girls-
you don't like his
don't
Okay,
like
so
it.
there are people.
Once again,
so
I want
Radhika,
to-
what are you saying? Radhika, did you think it was funny?
I think he's very funny.
I
I think
want
he's
to
very
ask-
funny. Look at him.
I want to
Okay,
ask-
one
Wasn't
second.
tasteful.
He's funny, but
That wasn't funny. That wasn't tasteful.
okay.
Lot of people-
We're at the heart of this debate in
Once I
this
just
example
want
that
to
has
ask
just taken place.
Brother Joseph, right?
Yes.
Brother Joseph, what were you doing watching All India Bakchod? AIB.
No, I didn't watch it. There were a whole lot of groups. There was AOCC, there was MCY, the youth forums, there were the other association.
So tell me something. When you watch English films, they do such a lot of jokes on Christ. They crack such a lot of jokes over there. That time you never thought about this.
It
that the religion is getting blasphemy.
It certainly doesn't happen. And if it does happen,
Why
it's
doesn't
only.
he have a right to
He has
bring
a right.
it to
I'm
the
not saying he's
notice?
got a right to speak. That is fine.
Okay, Suresh.
What I'm saying-
One second. I have a more serious question.
Yeah.
The joke you cracked just now, it elicited a large number of laughs. It also had a little corner here, me among them, saying, rape, why?
Correct. See, now
why do you need to trivialize rape?
No, we are not trivializing it, but let me tell you something. As a comedian, I just want to ask one thing. Is this more important than the hanging of Nirbhaya's killers? This roast. I said, I tweeted right away I tweeted that those guys should be hung.
Hang on. Let him speak, yeah, come on.
Don't be angry with me. I'm a nice man. I'm a Malayali. So the thing is, I wonder why are we not talking about those issues rather than a joke. Nobody's killing anyone, nobody's raping anyone, nobody's hitting anyone.
Let me get Neeraj Kumar, as somebody who's been a police commissioner. I mean, you know, there's an FIR been filed against these guys in Pune. I think a police officer has done it himself. Really, like you can disagree with them. You can say they're not even funny. You can call them juvenile. You can say, they're like boys who just turned 15 and are discovering sex. Kuch bhi bolo. Lekin FIR, what is the business of the police and the government in this is what, sir, I don't understand.
The point is that just as people have the right to make jokes or crack them or make a profession out of them.
Yeah.
Similarly, people have a right to get offended and go to the police and police.
And this overworked police force, बेचारे, अब ये भी संभाले.
मैं वो नहीं कह रहा हूँ. We would hate to do that.
Yes.
We would hate to do that.
But we are seeing the government should have just ignored the criticism. People have a right to hate. Let me be clear. People have a right to be repulsed by what AIB did. That doesn't mean that the AIB should be hounded and harassed, that comedy shows should be cancelled as happened with Aditi Mittal.
See, if you ask my personal opinion, well, it should not be. But the fact is that if there are a set of people who are offended and they are looking for redressal,
then the police has to respond.
Not police.
The government has to respond.
The government has to show some kind of response.
Let me get Sanjay and Neeti in and then I'll come to you, Srimoy. Sanjay, is there anything about the AIB roast that offended you as a colleague from the same trade? आपको कुछ लगा कि कुछ गड़बड़ है?
See, personally, मुझे ये तो नहीं लगा कि कोई गड़बड़ है. It is not to my taste. But that doesn't mean कि आप offense ले लें और उसके बारे में रिपोर्ट कर दें.
आप कह रहे हैं कि it was not to your taste?
It was not to my taste. It's like जैसे ये जोक आपको पसंद नहीं आया लेकिन बाकी जनता को पसंद आया, अब इसके लिए इनको फांसी पे थोड़ी लटका देंगे. ये नहीं हो सकता. और जो पुलिस के FIR की आपने बात करी, वैसे जो असली लिखाने जा रहे होते हैं उनको तो हफ्ते पर चक्कर काटना पड़ता है.
सही बात है.
और ब्रदर बुरा मान गए तो वो चले गए. और आप ये कह रहे हैं कि आपके सेंटिमेंट हर्ट होते हैं. सर, आपके सेंटिमेंट्स की हम कदर करते हैं, लेकिन जैसे मैंने आपसे पहले भी बोला था, बीइंग एन एथीस्ट, मेरे को आपकी हरकतें परेशान करती हैं. किसी लाउड स्पीकर से आवाज आते हुए, किसी इससे आवाज आते हुए, मैं पुलिस के पास जाऊंगा.
See, we need to remember that India is religiously a very sensitive kind of a country. We are not in France or we are not in America.
So France is the wrong example right now. But
what I mean to say is that certainly India is not ready for something like this. And particularly
what does that mean? Okay, those of you who think that India is not ready for this kind of humor, raise your hand. Not ready. Not ready. Not ready. Not ready. Why do you think it's not ready?
See, I don't know. I think there are a lot of double standards happening in our society these days, because I just saw Deepika Padukone a couple of months before. She was talking over feminism for and she stood against TOI, and then there she was, you know, sitting and enjoying jokes which were offensive in nature for women.
Yeah, but that was
so double standards here.
No,
you want to take that?
Yeah, I want to take that because
Deepika Padukone made a point about
her cleavage. Her cleavage.
Yeah.
I think that photograph, first of all, my personal opinion is I can't believe that actually any of them made a fuss about that at all. But I think the issue there was that was taken without her permission, whereas she gave them permission by sitting over there. If I give a man permission,
I have a problem with that.
Sanjay and then Neeti. Once again, I'm just coming to you.
I have a problem with that argument that because it was उन्होंने consent दे दिया था, तो इसलिए आप वो कर सकते हैं. आप ये देखें कि within the power dynamics of this country, कितनी औरतों के पास ये power है कि वो ये consensus दे सकती हैं.
ये भी अच्छा
दीपिका पादुकोण दे सकती है. दूसरी बात ये रोस्टिंग का जो आइडिया है, जो हमने बोला कि हमको सबको हक है बोलने का, मैं आई एम ऑल फॉर फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच. रोस्टिंग का कॉन्सेप्ट हमने उठाया एक वेस्टर्न डेवलप्ड वर्ल्ड के सोसाइटी से, बट जो हमारी प्लेइंग फील्ड है उसको हमने वहीं छोड़ दिया है. तो हमारी प्लेइंग फील्ड ट्राइबल है, फ्यूडल है, ऑनर किलिंग्स यहाँ पे होती हैं, रोज गैंग रेप्स होते हैं, रोज किसी को भी उठा के ले आते हैं, लेकिन हम रोस्टिंग करेंगे यहाँ पे और उसको फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच बोलेंगे। आपकी मेड को क्या झेलना पड़ता है, रोज वो दीपिका पादुकोण को नहीं झेलना पड़ता।
Neeti take that there is a kind of westernized, what I'm hearing Sanjay saying, there's a kind of westernized elitism. I can argue this in reverse also, Sanjay. हमारी पुरानी ट्रेडिशन है, हमारी अपने एंशिएंट कल्चर में बीरबल भी थे, तेनालीराम भी थे, तो you know, and I have now been reading about rituals. There's one in Karnataka, if I'm not wrong, where the Hindu goddess at a certain time in the year is actually showered with abuses because it's seen to make her anger rise. But take his point.
More powerful. That's what I'm saying.
That is not just 1 minute. That is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that the gender equations in our society are increasingly becoming so skewed, and thanks to Bollywood and stuff like whatever they produce, इतना skewed हो गया, इसके बीच में आप लाके ये सब बोलोगे और बोलोगे हम हमारे पास
let's get Neeti and Shrimoy. Okay, once again, Neeti and Shrimoy haven't spoken.
Just to put things in perspective, if you put these comedians in jail, okay, what will a hardened criminal says, तुम क्यों आए हो? मैंने जोक मारा था. Seriously, put things in perspective. It's just a joke. I want a cream produced which will permeate our epithelial layers and make us more resilient from inside somehow.
Yeah. But Shrimoy, you said, you wrote about being in a cafe and overhearing young kids talking about this. You've seen the response of the bulk of the young people here. Even those who have some reservations about some of the jokes have unqualified criticism of this group being hounded. What did you feel when you watched or read some of these jokes?
You know, the thing is, I didn't know about AIB till I encountered these bunch of kids that I then wrote about in my India Today blog, where they were discussing the roast, and you know, there was a young mother sitting with a child, and they kept looking at her, and you know, there was this one thing which was said to Raghu of Roadies, that ek CHU whatever say do, you know, and she had babies. And they kept looking at her and saying that, and then say, yaar, pura video hai idhar, dekh, download kar. Then I went home, I called a friend and I said, you know, I want to watch it. For me, Barkha, the issue is not about freedom of speech. I mean, of course, at the core maybe is the question. But, you know, the point is that in a country where there's so much of sexual violence, where every day, even yesterday when I'm walking back from my market with a little child with me, some guys on a, you know, bike whistling, mal, this, that and the other. Is it necessary to say this is, you know, our standard of cool?
I want Radhika and Suresh to respond to this. Shana, I'm coming to you in a second because I know there are lots of questions and I want to start taking them. The BCMC referencing that we've all grown up with, to the extent any girl growing up in India who's been in a bus hears this all around, you almost get numbed, you stop reacting. I think the very interesting question here is it fodder for a joke? Especially if the joke is not actually spoofing the use of
the word.
Yeah. I may not think it's funny. I just keep coming back to the same thing, and this is my thing, okay? I may not think it's funny. I may not think it's entertaining at all.
Yeah.
But do they have the right to try it on? Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
Suresh?
Seriously, I think, you know, it's a complete non-issue. If you go out on the streets and girls, signal ke wahan pe somebody crosses the signal or somebody comes and hits your car, that's the first thing that you hear. Firstly, I want to discover how these words came.
लड़कियां भी बोलती हैं.
लड़कियां भी बोलती हैं.
Let's not act as if सिर्फ आदमी बोलते हैं.
नहीं, लड़कियां बोलती हैं.
Women who use
I love it. I mean, I just heard. But लड़कियां बोलती हैं तो काफी cute लगती हैं.
But let me again give you a reverse argument, and I want Shaina to respond to it. And I think someone made this point that we are also socialized by misogyny. हम लोग अगर बोलते हैं, we have learned to accept that there are sister mother abuses, which they are, and that's what they are. It's also because we've also been formed in that way. We are also products of a misogynistic culture. Does that make it okay, Suresh?
Let me speak. Okay, I feel. See, what is happening over here right now is people do abuse. Everyone, who doesn't abuse over here?
Who doesn't abuse? Okay, hang on.
No, one second. Not the mother, sister.
One second.
Not you do, right?
Have you ever said?
No, I'm not saying.
I'm trying to think of what I can say on TV. Have you ever said?
Beep.
What can I say? Beep. Have you ever said bastard?
Not really.
Not really?
No.
So when you hear people abuse the F word?
I think I accept it because they feel it's alright, but I don't feel, so I don't do that.
But okay, but would you stop people who are doing it? Do you ever say, why do you talk like that?
Actually, they're conditioned in a certain... I don't think so I can stop them because...
You want to add to that?
Yeah, because I think because she choose to do so. Yeah. But everybody has the choice. And when you're putting... when you're banning AIB and such programs, you're taking away their choice and you're putting in restriction to this. So that is a very slippery slope for the future, don't you think so?
Okay, let me add a question here.
And yeah, and I would like to ask that if the shows like AIB, you ban them. There are other shows like Raghuram hosts the show Roadies. There are uncensored videos of available on YouTube. So it's up to you to...
But I don't think this is a competition.
Okay, Shaina.
This is not a competition about...
एक मिनट, Sanjay.
In the entire panel, सिर्फ brother Joseph के अलावा कोई नहीं चाहता कि वो ban हो.
Yeah,
Nobody's saying that it should be banned.
Brother, are you asking for a ban?
Well, I am not asking for a ban either.
What do you want then? When you write these letters asking for action, what do you want? What's the action you seek?
What we want is that a clear message should go out to the Indian public, to the industry, that it's just not done as far as faith is concerned, and certainly not as far as the Christian faith is concerned.
No.
Because you dare do something. Let me ask the audience.
Okay.
If it was a Hindu god or a Muslim god or some other religious
god,
make it a different debate. It's not that.
That's what would happen.
But don't you want?
What would happen if it was anything?
Let me remind you, in the same city of Mumbai, there is a young woman called Shireen Dalvi put into jail for publishing or reproducing the cartoons of Charlie Hebdo.
Yes.
So I think this is not religion specific. It's about us as a country not being able to resolve this argument.
It is that religion is so sensitive. Religion is so sensitive a subject. It touches the hearts of people.
But I think people like you actually say that it's not important.
People are really religious by nature. This is the Indian culture.
Okay, Shaina, be trying to get a word in. Shaina.
I just want to say very quickly, this is not about A faith, B faith or C faith. Here, and it's neither about a competition of which show is filthier and what is worse to watch. There was a lady in Mumbai who's filed this petition in the Mumbai High Court. Her name is Sharmila Ghuge, and she has said she's a faculty of the law college, and she says, what are we uploading on YouTube? You have so many impressionable minds that are just going on. You've got your greatest idols, Bollywood stars, a lot of whom are our friends, but they're using profuse bad language.
Let me get Neeraj Kumar to add to this.
Does it prove a point under the garb of humor?
Neeraj, are there certain things, there are certain things that are laws, but those laws haven't been changed for decades. Is there a time when the police just should look the other way, even if a complaint comes?
Of course it should.
What would you do if you were in the police force and this complaint came about obscenity? Which is, by the way, it is a law in our books. Now we may think it's a stupid law, but it's there.
No, it is obscenity doesn't mean that you immediately arrest a person or act or register a case and so on. We have to see within the legal framework, whether it's 153A or whether it's other.
But when a group like Brother Joseph says our religious sentiments have been violated, does it become more complicated for the police?
See, the point is, if a group is offended and by registering a case, if their feelings get assuaged and some follow-up investigation calms them down, there's no harm.
Neeti?
I'll give you an example. Since Brother Joseph was talking about, don't talk about Christianity. Now with all these objections being raised from different parties, it's weird, okay? I've done this. You go on stage, I see some people here, you say the word Muslim and people fall silent. I'm like, that's not an abuse. And if I'm going to make fun of supposing a Hindu concept, I should be allowed to equally make fun of any other religion. Are you trying to tell me one religion is greater than the other? And why are you making religion a bad word? Why are you making us scared to say a word?
Respond to that.
See, the Indian concept of secularism is a little bit different from the other concept of secularism. And that means equal treatment of all faiths. So we would object to any other god being abused as much as...
I have a very simple question for you. आप because YouTube के एक वीडियो को देख के आप इतना बुरा मान गए कि आपके सेंटिमेंट हर्ट हो गए, जो बॉलीवुड की सो कॉल्ड सेल्फ कन्फेस फेमिनिस्ट हैं फराह खान, उन्होंने अपनी एक फिल्म, खुद को अपनी फेमिनिस्ट बताती हैं, उन्होंने एक फिल्म बनाई थी 30 मार खान, और उसमें एक डायलॉग है कि 30 मार खान को पकड़ना उतना ही मुश्किल है जितना कि एक तवायफ का बलात्कार करना. तब आपके सेंटिमेंट हर्ट नहीं होते जब इस तरह की बातें आप सुनते हैं?
See, my sentiments are my own. people who feel offended should talk about it. You can't stop me from talking about it.
You can talk
about it. Radhika, I ask again, what for you is the most alarming thing about the AIB controversy? And I want to ask you something specific to one of your own acts. You appeared in the nude for one of the acts you did. Even on YouTube. Nudish. Even when you look at the video, it's actually mosaiced. So it's not as if the video's on YouTube with you in the buff.
Yeah.
Why did you feel it necessary to do that? And I ask you this because what is that line between being funny and simply wanting to grab attention?
Yeah.
One of the things that's said in the AIB roast is I think Raghu joking about abusing and saying, hey, I just used this gali and I just gave you 50 more hits. So the question is, when is it not about humor but more about just getting attention?
Okay,
and
so
cheap attention.
I think
what's cheap attention?
It is. If
What
you're going to
cheap?
continue
Qualify
abusing,
that word. Qualify what this means. Cheap attention. What does it mean?
If you're going to continue to use vulgarity, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, go 9, 10, and say I'm not willing to stop. Okay, I'm going at it again.
Okay.
That is cheap.
Okay, let Radhika
That's a way to create attention.
So let the cheapest chick on the panel speak. So here's my thing again. This whole business of where do you draw the line, comedians don't think like that. We don't think about lines, okay? Because if we sat and thought about every line in the book, we wouldn't crack a single joke, all right? First of all, that video that I did where I was nudish, I remember writing it, and if you listen to that video, I am basically saying, stop caring about what anybody thinks, do your own thing.
Yeah.
In relation to what do I wear, how do I, you know, it's a woman thing. We wake up in the morning and like, what do we wear? Am I too thin, I'm too fat, I'm too this, I'm too old, I'm too young. So my joke was, I'm so freaked out by what I can't wear and can wear that I'm just not wearing any clothes at this point. Which is funny, right?
But you haven't answered my question. When does it become about attention seeking? Is abuse, is overstatement, is shock value? Let me put it like that. Is shock value one way to arrest the audience?
I think in comedy, and here's the fact, if it's not funny and if it doesn't mean something, you can be as shocking as you want. It's very short-lived.
Okay.
And we know that. I think we comedians know that.
Just getting up on stage and telling a joke is attention grabbing. This is why we do it.
But Sanjay, आपने कहा आपको आपके taste का नहीं था. So जब when you find something not to your taste, क्या करना चाहिए? Should we not express our criticism?
Yeah, I mean, don't watch it. I mean, I will not go and watch a stupid Hamshakal, for example, because मुझे मालूम है वो तो नहीं देखना.
Now you're getting personal, sir. Excuse me.
Sorry. Suresh, I have to bring in Suresh. Suresh, we need a repeat performance of that.
India needs answers right now.
अच्छा एक बार देख लूँगा, एक दफा.
मेरे लिए तो देख लेना, please. उसमें मैंने cameo किया. मेरा दोस्त है, he's my friend.
So the point is कि अभी भी यहाँ पे ये ऑडियंस बैठ के बहुत हंस रहा है और मेरे को नहीं लगता किसी ने यहाँ पे कुछ भी ऐसा बोला है जिसको बीप करना पड़े, लेकिन फिर भी इतनी हंसी आ रही है यहाँ पे. और दूसरी बात ये है कि अभी आपने पूछा था किसने देखा है ये AIB का रोज, सबने हाथ उठाया था, कई ने 2 बार भी देखा था, किसको अच्छा लगा सबने हाथ उठाया था. और फिर आपने भी बोला कि रघुराम ने बोला बिकॉज मैंने 5 गाले दे दिए आपको 50 हिट्स मिल गए. हिट्स किसने दिए थे? इन लोगों ने दिए थे जो कहते हैं हमें डबल अच्छा लगा. तो आप इनसे भी पूछना भाई आपको क्या मजा आया.
मैं पूछने वाली हूँ, लेकिन सुरेश, I just want Suresh and then Srimoy to come in. Hang on, I'm taking all your questions. Suresh ji.
I want a simple thing. Somewhere it's written, fire do not enter. You go inside and मैं चल गया. It doesn't make any sense. There's a disclaimer. It's strictly for adults only. Don't go there. You know, the youth of today, they're much more intelligent. Like, as you said, they're much more intelligent than us.
Yeah.
I'm pretty impressed with you, young lady. I'm not at all. I mean, seriously, she got me talk. That's the way to go. You know, a skewed population also because we are not fighting the root cause of, you know, protecting a women right from when they're there in the womb. You know, it really annoys me to see a lot of things happening when I'm a South Indian. So in between, there was a time when a girl whom I used to like, I went to see her and the mother said, you can't enter, you can't meet her, she's in the kitchen. It's that time of the year, a month. So I said, oh, what is this? I didn't understand anything. It is so scary, you know, educated people doing that, and it's mostly educated
and shaming women. And
Let
those
it
are
come
very
out.
important points. I do
Let it
agree
come
with
out.
you. Okay, guys, hang on, one at a time.
First of all, with regards to impressionable minds, nobody has to sit to be to morally police anybody else. And second of all, there's a takeaway point from this entire row would be whether my right to take offense, which I have, can infringe upon your right to express really. It can't be so. So what are the ways? There have to be different ways in which people should be able to express their disapproval.
Okay, let's take another question here.
Hi. As this question of mine goes to the 3 comedians we have. And
4 actually.
4, right. Sorry.
Don't call Brother Joseph comedian.
Okay. So,
I'm sure brother's not taken offense to that. That's a sport.
So, as imaginative comedians, when you'd make jokes, say I am a black person sitting here. I'm pretty dark myself, but well, I'm a black person sitting here. Or say I'm lesbian. If each of your jokes centers around me being black or me being lesbian, would you call yourself a very imaginative?
I think it's a very good question.
No,
I think it's a very good question.
Right. She's correct.
Because there are jokes in there that are admittedly about people who dark complexion themselves, about being dark and being tested for Ebola.
And if sorry, just let me complete. If I am on the show and Barkha and we have arranged this show, and I do not take offense because I'm a part of the show, I'm earning fame, I'm earning popularity, sitting here tolerating your jokes, but that doesn't make the content of the joke less offensive.
But isn't it just questioning the belief that black is ugly? If you're making a joke about
Ebola
it,
joke. Hang on. Niti, the Ebola joke, being tested for Ebola. He's so dark. He was tested for Ebola. What is it saying? It's saying that it's making a comment on African people.
Even repeatedly calling him Catholic. Because he's Catholic, he's done this. Because he's Catholic, this has happened.
No, that was a different guy.
Different guy.
One was Matthew and the other was Akshay.
And Matthew, it happens to Melody. I'm more pissed because of that.
Sorry, you're all speaking together. Radhika.
I definitely think that we all have a right to think they were not funny jokes. That is fine. Some of them were not funny.
Dislike.
Shaina, I have a question for you.
What is different?
Can I have a question? Yeah. You know, I thought 10 times before I said B-A-S-T-ARD, whatever. But we have a minister who spoke about Ramzadeh and Haramzadeh, and that was okay.
But that's not humor.
No, that was okay.
No, it wasn't.
Somebody else can say Haramzadeh.
No, it's not okay.
But we can't say bastard.
No, it's not okay. And who's saying that's funny? I think the difference, we really need to understand, there's funny, there's humor, you can all laugh, of course it's the essence of life.
But one second,
is compulsive abusing and filthy language
Okay,
humor?
Niti, answer that. Compulsive abusing. And I'm interested to know from Neeraj, because I know you're also a dad, that if your daughter were younger and watching this, would you be discomforted? I'll take Neeraj first.
Discomfort with?
Your daughter watching, as a young girl, watching the AIB roast.
Not at all. They will not be.
Okay, Niti.
Exactly. If it's abusive language, let their parents put them across.
But nobody's answered her question.
What?
Nobody's answered her question.
Okay, I'll address it again.
I'm offended.
I'll address it again.
Like she said.
You go to Bombay, there is a stereotype and we make jokes about it.
You better be careful. Bombay will also get beeped out as it's happening.
Oh, sorry. Mumbai. We go to Mumbai. Please don't file FIRs on me. If you go to Mumbai, okay, there is a stereotype about a Delhi male. Okay, we go on stage and we say there are actually Delhi comedians Delhi comedians who go on stage and say, I'm a Delhi man, I'm not a rapist. That doesn't mean he's supporting rape. He's addressing a stereotype that exists and is making fun of that.
That's a different thing.
But Srimoy, I think she's been trying to make a point.
You know, the point I'm also thinking of while all this is going on is, you know, the larger question of popular culture.
Yes.
To me, you know, I'll tell you what, apart from the feminist angle, which of course I got a lot of flack of, कि यार तुम लोग feminist तो हर बात पे बोलते हो, बुरा लगा. You can call guys GA, whatever, beep beep, but you know, when it's said to you, you can't take it. For me, you know what's scary is when I watch a show like Comedy Nights with Kapil, and I think to myself how poorly, for instance, the transgender community is portrayed day in and day out.
Even women.
Yeah.
You know, I think of movies like you know, like say Hey Baby or I said Hey Baby. So you know, movies like that which are, you know, which are so sexist. And I'm thinking that bigger than, you know, one roast, which, you know, of course,
very important point, that there's a certain respectability and the super success of the Comedy Nights with Kapil. It doesn't get questioned or scrutinized in the same way. Tell me what you think. I believe you've even written an article on this.
Yes.
I did write an article, and I think the problem is that all of these conservatives, by tracing a divine origin to all of the moral values that we have increasingly lost touch with contemporary realities. If a group of all of us sitting here do not have a problem using efforts in public, why do we care if Ram was not like that or Sita was not like that?
No, that is,
60
that
years
is
ago,
not,
homosexuality
nobody is
was
questioning
considered
that.
obscene.
Nobody
My
is
question
saying.
is, what is obscene?
Okay, I want Brother Joseph to take that question.
I don't think anybody here uttered the word obscene. किसी ने नहीं बोला.
Complaint.
What is obscene?
Okay, brother, I want to understand, are you saying that religion, any religion, is a no-go area for humor?
Yes, certainly.
Any religion?
Any religion.
Now, what if people make jokes about their own faith? What if a Catholic makes a joke about himself?
It doesn't become lesser or more evil.
Okay.
If anybody touches an area which is religion, then India being a religious country, I mean, irrespective of which religion it is.
Sir, abhi to National Science Conference.
Okay, lots of reactions coming to you.
Mine is a pointed question to Shaina ma'am. Is the BJP as a party planning to give a representation to the central government now that it is the ruling party about what is the right content, and how are you going to define what is right content?
Shaina, we also had some controversial tweets by Ashok Pandit, who's a member of the newly appointed censor board. So take that. Yeah, hang on.
No, I don't think the government in any way needs to have an opinion. We're not playing moral police. We have very serious issues, be it development, unemployment, women's safety, security. The only area which is a grey area is when there is a law and order situation, when it's abusive towards women.
Is this one of those situations, Shaina?
Security.
Shaina, what do you personally feel? Have you seen the roast?
I don't want to see it. Thank you. But despite
you're ducking taking a position.
No. It's not a question of that. I mean, they're all friends who are even in the audience, and I'm sure that they must be there because they are enjoying themselves.
I think the debate is, I'm not sure that I liked all the jokes. I have to say that. I actually found some of the jokes borderline racist, borderline sexist. But I still do not think that shows should be cancelled, that the government has any place in it. I think that's the debate, Shaina. For all of us, that's the debate. It's not about liking everything that AIB does.
The government has a role if there are sensibilities which are, groups like themselves and many others who feel it's just not cool.
Okay, can we take, I've got to slip into a break.
This particular question is for Father Joseph. Sir, you haven't even watched the video. Why do you go and file an You just said that you haven't even watched the video.
I never denied watching the
Second thing, the Kala Khatta joke can be offensive, can be taken offensive by some groups as racist, as racism coming upon. But then, if they are even getting offended, they have a certain right to go to the police.
But that's what they've done.
No, even
that's what Shaina is saying.
But then the government comes too far and goes on policing.
My question is to Shaina ma'am. Ma'am, when you talk about the fact that we should not be compulsively abusive, but people like comedians, I really feel personally because I write poetry myself and I can understand how a painter and an artist feels. There are no really. It can't be a lot of.
There can't be no-go areas.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to make a comment that to Mr. Brother Joseph. So basically, I want to say that my faith is not that weak that a certain joke can shake my faith.
Wonderful.
So basically, it makes a comment on you. The joke is on you. If you take your faith so lightly, if you feel, if you get offended by the.
Okay, let the brother respond to that. Yeah.
Sure. I'm not saying that my faith is weak or my faith is strong. The issue here is I don't want my faith to become, it's personal to me, I don't want it to become a public issue.
Okay, Radhika, respond to that on the issues of faith.
I mean, I'm not a faithful person.
You want to rephrase it?
You might want to rephrase that one.
You're offended, right? Again, it's just so simple. It's what she said. Creative people, we think differently. We're not trying to. None of those boys who made those jokes. And by the way, I think Abish Matthews actually may have written all of those jokes, quite frankly.
Yes.
That's my sense.
Okay.
I don't think any of those jokes were written with the intent to be offensive. Yeah. That was not there. But I'm feeling like a lot of the backlash they're getting is with the intent to
Okay, now I have here a young girl who grabbed headlines, and maybe this is the best thing to do when somebody offends you. She didn't necessarily agree with Honey Singh, and here's what she did. Tell us your name.
Oh, you're the one.
She is the one. got to first tell us what made you do it, and then wrap it out for us.
All right.
What's your name?
My name is Renish Ranya Verma. I'm 20 years old, and I believe that we have a right to be offended. That's true. Yes. But instead of trying to impinge on somebody else's freedom of speech, I will exercise my own freedom of speech.
So what did you think of Honey Singh?
Well, it wasn't just aimed at Honey Singh.
As an example.
Yeah, it was aimed at pop culture at large. So culture normalizes, say, hypermasculinity, sexual subordination, etc. But the problem lies with us being complicit in those narratives of violence. Yeah. So my message was to society at large. I'm saying, dudes, look at what you're consuming, and I'm trying to do it in a humorous and funny way.
So can you do it for us?
Yeah, sure. I could. So this is a rap parody of a composite of misogynistic rappers, and it goes like, yo, miss out Delhi da Londa, driving 180 in a big fast Honda. I went to the Daba and I ate aloo bonda. I'm running out of options, so I'll just say anaconda. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hon. Hey little lady, I am a little shady. I could be your Dilbar. You on my Insta, no filter. Hey girl, tera bomb figure, tu lagti badi soni, par magar, I saw you eating burger in Lajpat Nagar. You better work it, girl. Tujhe lagta nahi dar? Kudiyan, shudiyan, I don't give a damn unless you are hot, unless you are my fan. Eminem can touch this cause I'm in India, he's in America. Yeah, to get to me, he needs to apply for a visa. I know my rap skills are questionable. Mujhe bol ke dikha.
Fabulous. And is this your mom here? Yeah. What did you think of her doing this?
I was very happy to, hear what she had to say. Because, there are certain feminists who were offended by what the rap artist was saying. And the lyrics were, degrading to women. Yeah. So I was happy to hear her views on it.
So what you're saying is you're offering a counter narrative to a narrative that you find sexist, and you think that's much better than doing oohs and ahs and this is so horrid.
I'm reclaiming rap through rap, and I think that's the way it should be. Yeah. The discussion.
I agree with her.
Radhika, you're trying to say something to her?
So in the United States, where I lived for a very long time, there are a lot of Christian comedians, and they make fun of people who make fun of Christianity. They come out and they make jokes about the people who are doing the other thing. That's the way you respond to jokes. You make your jokes. Cool. You don't start.
Okay, Shaina, what do you say to this young woman?
I just want to say thumbs up to you. You're really cool, and this is humor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is funny.
Okay, before I take, sorry, Suresh.
Okay, I want to sign you for the next roast.
What did you think of the roast?
Well, I enjoyed certain parts of it. Some were offensive to me. As a feminist, I had a problem with some of the statements. But I don't think anybody, it's not just about where to draw the line, but who draws the line. And when you have a paternalistic government sort of trying to say that we can and we cannot, it's really selective, and it really opens up,
more power to your elbow. I think you've got it all right. We're taking a quick break. Last comments coming up. We'll also take a few more questions, so relax. Is there a moment when jokes are not so funny? Is there a moment when you say this crossed the line? Or are artists not able to circumference themselves within a pre-stated boundary? Does that kill their creativity? Coming back in a moment from now. On We the People, does India lack a sense of humor? Before we take final comments from our guest tonight, some questions from the audience.
My question is to Suresh Menon. You said that if you don't like something, better not watch it. But then my question is, when we think of the kids, the 10, 12-year-olds, well, they are not matured enough to decide what to watch and what not to. And as far as parental control
Why are they
goes,
watching it anyways?
Because they are not matured enough to decide.
No, but how did they get access to it?
See, I'm coming to that. Parental control in today's age, in the age of smartphones and Wi-Fi, it's just not possible.
Okay, let him respond now. Let
Fantastic. That's what I was coming to answer Brother Joseph. I think all this, these smartphones are all sin. Complete sin. Evil stuff over here.
They're all sinful.
Sinful.
Okay,
Big sins. And we should not commit, we should not use these things. We should say we do not want to adopt all this. Because you're right.
As parents, in this age of hyper-information, net nannies don't work.
No, my 12-year-old boy has got an iPad.
Okay.
He insisted he wants an iPad.
Okay.
I don't operate it, he does.
Okay.
I do not even for a moment go and check on what he's checking out. And
You're not worried?
No, I'm worried. So I'd go in the night at 12 o'clock and I'd quietly check it.
So see, even you're worried.
So he downloads only games. But
okay.
Even if he was doing it, I would have told him, son, this is not your age right
okay,
now.
I have to start taking last comments.
Okay, so 2 points. One, that this video is on fire only because it has Bollywood in it. We are making famous more famous. Like she never knew of AIB, now she knows of AIB. Point 1. Point 2, that when we say that we have to draw a line, what I don't agree with AIB is that they have not taken consent from a few people like Farida Jalal, right? The comedian.
Okay, let Neeti respond to that. That when you're joking real people, now I'm not so sure of this because tomorrow if you want to make fun of a politician, we have to first go and take his permission. But
but that's about how they went about for other people like Deepika Padukone, like people like those. So why not everyone?
Okay, Neeti.
You can't take everyone's permission, otherwise there'd be no humor. She has her right to be offended.
She is offended. As they both say, it's not funny to say that Ranveer Singh is the only person who can jerk off to Farida Jalal. I'm sorry, you can beep.
I will have to beep it live.
She is offended. She was offended. So
Family Channel and 10-year-olds are watching this.
She's well within her rights to be offended.
Okay, I do not have a question. I have a comment to make. I think such ideas, such concepts should be encouraged rather than discouraged, for the simple idea that whether it's misogyny, whether it's feminist or non-feminist ideas that are being propagated, or whether it's racism, such things should be out in the open for the simple reason that not only just children but even anti-people need to talk about.
Okay, I've got time just for last comments. You all get 15 seconds each. Go, Sanjay.
Yeah, I mean, what is out there, like in this particular show? And first of all, let me reiterate that I may not like it, but I'm not God. They have every right to do what they want to do.
Okay.
But what is out there in this show that you're saying? आप बोलेंगे it should be out there. What? क्या उसमें?
वो कह रहे हैं कि भाई आप सब चीजों के बारे में बात करो, खुल के बात करो.
बात तो करो ना.
मजाक करना है तो मजाक करो, डिबेट करो.
5 गाली क्या बात हुई?
ये एक अच्छा सवाल है. 5 गाली क्या बात हुई नीति?
All I'm saying is, we are currently living in a society.
Hang on now.
We are currently living in a society where a rapist is not afraid to rape, but a comedian is afraid to tell a joke.
But Neeraj Kumar, I think Sanjay is a valid point.
Sanjay, कभी नहीं करी.
He saying कि गाली से ये conversation आगे कैसे बढ़ती है?
गाली तो सब देते हैं.
Okay, we're out of time. Neeraj. Hang on, guys, hang on.
If you're asking me,
yes, 15 seconds.
Your last comments, I'll say crack jokes and let people get roasted. Please keep the cops out.
Okay. Brother Joseph Dias, 15 seconds. Last thoughts.
I would say that keep religion out of this whole issue.
So keep the cops out, keep religion out. That's two. Okay, 1 second.
And let's have the comedians writing the textbooks and now start teaching F's and B's to the children.
Radhika.
I am happy to take that job, sir. Teaching children. I just think
more seriously. Last thoughts.
Okay, more seriously. It's a joke. And everybody just needs to get on board with the fact that it's just a joke.
What about when the joke's not funny, as Sanjay said?
That's
5
okay.
गालियां बोल के क्या आपने achieve किया?
It's okay if it's not funny. Yeah. Sometimes our jokes are not going to be funny. Just deal with it. Sometimes what you do in your job is not it's not up to the standard. Your boss deals with it.
Okay, Srimoy.
Barkha, to me, I've lost respect for AIB as an artist. This has nothing to do with so much with, the FIRs and the Christians and the blacks or whatever it is. Why did they take the video off is my question. Yes, they were hounded. They were harassed.
Easy for us to say. Tomorrow you've got FIRs and police and inquiries.
I know that. But
I would have
appreciated if they had the video on and they fought for this.
Neeti, do you want to respond to that? That they should have kept it on?
Comedian. Otherwise, I would have joined the army or the police. I don't want bloody scary people coming attacking me.
Shaina, can you assure people here that you're not out with the moral police? Your party
is not scary people. We are not on a witch hunt. Please understand. We're only doing our job. We don't have an opinion. Humor, of course, everyone is for it, but filth and vulgarity is questionable.
Okay, Suresh, I've got to end now. Does filth and vulgarity cross the line?
It hasn't, because they abuse in good faith, good humor. It was not out of anger. I'll feel offended if somebody calls me MCBCs angrily.
What about women?
Again, it was not with an intent.
I'm a feminist, I was fine. I'm a feminist hardcore.
Okay. All right.
I do not agree with all this.
Okay.
India needs answers.
I've got to end it here. I've got to end it here. Let me put an audience poll so you guys get the last word. Those of you who think that even if not all the jokes were funny, what's happening is wrong, raise your hand. And I think that is the last word. Yeah. Not all of us liked all the jokes. Some of them were offensive. Some of them did raise questions. Some of them were funny. But it raises very serious questions to have the government defining the boundaries of when we should laugh and when we're meant not to laugh. As good old Reader's Digest said, laughter's the best medicine. Let's not forget that. Thank you so much.